Okay, so before I go to bed, I am going to review 3 recent releases. Um, some are in theaters, some are on demand, but they all have come out within the last few weeks. For the first one, I will go ahead and review Goosebumps with Jack Black. This is a movie that I saw the trailers for. I saw it was starring Jack Black, whose movies for me are really hit and miss. And so in my mind, I was like, let it be one of those like so bad it's good movies, like, because I did not see it being a good movie. So I was like, let it be so terrible it's actually entertaining, because I like movies like that too. To my surprise, Goosebumps is actually a really, really good movie. It takes a lot of like the nostalgic things that you like about, or we used to like about Goosebumps, uses those, and it's sort of like, it's sort of cliche, with the characters and the new kid in town and stuff. Jack Black playing R.L. Stine, which is actually, he's really good in it, though I think the best parts with him are when he and the sidekick character, Champ, because his name is Champion, because his parents were like Olympic athletes or something. That reminds me of, I don't know if anybody has seen like the Thumb movies by Steve Odekirk, but in the Blair Thumb, the guy's like, my name is Vic. And they're like, oh, is that short for Victor? And he says, no, it's short for victim. My father was bludgeoned to death. And just that little thing always makes me laugh. Goosebumps was a funny movie. It has some really funny moments. I wouldn't say it's scary at all. My complaints are it could have been a little scarier. They took what, for me, was one of my like childhood fears, which was Slappy, the dummy, the ventriloquist dummy from Goosebumps, which I used to have nightmares about, like when I was a little kid, and they made it a funny character, like not scary at all. So it could have used it could have been a little bit scarier. And my other complaint of it is it could have used more Goosebumps characters. They bring in Slappy, of course. They use the Werewolf of Fever Swamp and the Abominable Snowman of Pasadena. Those two, they're generic. It's a werewolf and a yeti, or Abominable Snowman. You could have used the snowman, or the Scarecrow Who Walks at Midnight. I would have loved to have seen that. There's some other ones. Monster Blood. Like, I would have loved to have seen Monster Blood used. If they do a sequel to this movie, which I think it's doing well, so hopefully maybe they will, I would love to see them use Monster Blood in some way and hope that maybe that's the next main thing. Or like the Haunted Mask. Another one of the great Goosebumps stories. I would love to see that used somehow. Hopefully, if they do more. But in all, it was a surprisingly good movie, and I would recommend going to see it. I'll go ahead and add a fourth one, actually. I also saw The Last Witch Hunter, which was, generic. I guess, like, I told myself I was going in with, like, 0 expectations, so maybe it was a good movie. It was better than I thought it was going to be, because I thought it was going to be terrible, but it just wasn't that good. Michael Caine always tries his best, and you can always tell he's really putting a lot into it. The rest of them is, like, it's such a generic story about, like, a person who is cursed to live forever and has to hunt the witches and stuff. I would not recommend going to see it. It's got some okay parts, but not enough to spend the money to go see it in theaters. I would say wait for it to come out on Netflix or in the Redbox or something. It's worth maybe $1.50 to go see, maybe. So jumping on to something I actually liked, Cooties, starring Elijah Wood, whose present was also in The Last Witch Hunter, but a lot better in Cooties. It's a movie about a school that's where a zombie attack's happening, like the kids are turning into zombies and attacking everybody. This movie made me laugh so much. I love a good horror comedy. This movie is packed with comedic talent. You have Rainn Wilson from The Office, who I find a lot funnier in this because The Office, for me, was a little dry for humor. But he was hilarious in this one as the gym teacher. Everybody gets really funny lines, and there's some legitimately funny, or not funny, legitimately scary moments. There's like this gory scene on a playground where the kids are using like body parts as like playground stuff, and it's like a nightmare inducer for some people. I'm sure it would be. So definitely, it's on video on demand. I know it was released in a couple theaters, not like limited release, nowhere near me, so I had to do video on demand. I watched it off of YouTube, paying the money off of YouTube. So I would definitely say it's worth this $6.99 you pay to watch it on there. And the last one is going to be Tales of Halloween. It's a horror anthology. A bunch of stories all taking place in the same town on Halloween night. It's like all anthologies, there's always going to be some good ones and some not as good ones. Generally, these were all pretty good. There were some ones that really stuck out and some ones that, of course, like I forgot mostly about. But all in all, I would say that this is a good horror anthology. You can always tell when the actors are really enjoying what they're doing, and it's really seemed like these people cared about what they were doing and really put a lot of effort and energy into these parts. That one is also limited release in theaters and on video on demand. Another one I paid $6.99, or I think I paid $3.99 actually to watch that one on YouTube. Totally worth it. Definitely a good Halloween movie, and maybe even past Halloween, a couple days if you wanted to. But I would definitely check it out. As far as like the recent horror anthologies go, I've seen a lot of bad ones. ABCs of Death had maybe a couple, but it got to a point where I could not actually get through that movie. And I'm sure ABCs of Death 2 would be the same way. And then I can't remember. There was one that I saw on Netflix that I watched, and it was just terrible. I did not like any of it. So horror anthologies for me are always like really, but I really liked this one. So you should check out Tales of Halloween. Definitely check out Cooties. Definitely check out Goosebumps. You could check out Tales of Halloween, but skip Last Witch Hunter. And that is it for this Halloween night. Like I said, I might do more tomorrow. I think I'm going to go see Crimson Peak. So I might come back and review that one when I see it. And maybe Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, though I'm hearing terrible things about that movie. Still might have to go check it out and see it. And I also want to watch The Final Girls, which looks really good. But it also comes out on DVD on Tuesday, so I might just wait until Tuesday to go buy that and not like order it online. So hopefully you guys have a great Halloween. National Novel Writing Month starts tomorrow, or actually it's started 58 minutes ago, so I'll be working on that. And don't forget that we all get an extra hour in the U.S. because daylight, actually, I'm gonna sound stupid, I don't know if daylight savings time works everywhere, but daylight saving time ends, so set your clocks back an hour. We get an extra hour of sleep, or extra hour to do whatever we want tomorrow, so that's nice. Hope you all guys, like I said, I hope you guys all have had a great Halloween. Eat lots of candy, wear costumes. I'm really tired. So I will see you guys later.